Good morning, everyone. NWA Prepper here. I am coming at you today from a very special location. My truck in the rain. Maybe it's not that special. So, what are we going to talk about today? It's the very foundation of your day. It's the rock that keeps you moving and keeps you up and going about your business. Well, yes, I am talking about socks and shoes. Socks and shoes are very important. I mean, they just are. Most of you are wearing them right now. Maybe not all of you. And a lot of people enjoy taking their shoes off at the end of the day. What I want to talk to you about is that not all shoes are created equal, and not all socks are created equal. Your feet are the only 2 feet you have. Only 2 feet you can get. You can't swap them out. You're not going to find them at the big box store. So you have got to take care of them. Your feet are the foundation of your body. So if you have crappy socks and shoes, and I put them together, then it's going to complicate things. It's going to make it where your back hurts. It's going to make it where your hips hurt, where your feet, of course, hurt. And if your feet are hurting, let's just start at the feet. If your feet are hurting, if they're sore, if they're hot, if they're cold, if they're aching, then that distracts you from more important things. And there are a lot of more important things. Like everything other than walking. And standing is an important thing. So how do we take care of that? How do we prepare our feet? Good hygiene, number one. Learn to clip your toenails the proper way. Keep your feet clean. Keep them dry. Inspect your feet. Rub your feet. Massage them. Get the blood flowing in them. You know, that helps get them ready for the day. This is not a foot powder conversation, but I'm a believer in foot powder. I think you can overdo it, but dry, free of wounds, and toenail care are the basis. I'm not going to talk about those in this video. Quality footwear. And I'm coming around to socks, so quality footwear are important for a couple reasons. Number one, a good pair of boots or shoes will last you a great deal longer than a cheap pair, but they're also made to higher standards, so they will support your feet. They'll protect your feet way better than an inexpensive or a cheap pair of shoes. Certainly a cheap pair of boots is not worth their weight. Now, I'm not saying that I don't have a cheap pair of shoes floating around my house. I've got some slip-on shoes that are great for running out when I'm in a hurry and I'm running out to the car or running to the shed or running to the garden real quick. I mean, they're great for that kind of real quick, short, activity. But they're not good for supporting my feet. And my feet, to me, shoes are so important because they support my ankles. And I have some little toe issues that my little toes are almost always broken and cranked out. So good shoes help protect those. They give me ankle support. I don't wear high top boots, 8-inch boots, but I don't wear ankle highs either. Same thing with shoes. I like to have that extra ankle support. So if I do misstep, the risk of me twisting my ankle is less. When I'm standing, I can feel the support that the footwear gives me. I also understand that there are times that the best you can afford are cheap shoes. I totally understand that. Save your dimes, save your nickels and pennies in a jar, and then when you get enough, go buy a good pair of shoes. A good pair of boots that you can get out and move around in, and they'll support you is way better. I'm not throwing any brands out there particularly, just because I'm not going to do that. I have a brand that I like, and I'm blessed with a way to get them. So good shoes are really important. You want good soles on them. If you can get a pair of boots that can be resoled, that's even better, because they can be reconditioned in a few years for a fraction of the price of a new pair of boots, and then you still get to maintain good quality footwear. You've got to have a couple pairs. You need the pair you wear all the time, and I suggest that once those get to a certain point, good and broken, maybe not as pretty looking, then you replace them and you take that broke-in pair and put it by your bug-out bag or your escape tub or whatever you want to call it, by the front door, so that if you jump out of the shower and you run to the door, you've got a pair of boots right there ready to go. Now, socks are, to me, socks can make the difference between a good day and a bad day. Hands down, I'm telling you, good socks will keep my feet from hurting and aching as much as a good pair of boots are equal to. Tube socks in a bag from the big discount stores are great for lounging around. They're great for a lot of things. They're not my preference. I like, and I never remember the name right. There's some wool socks, but I like wool socks, and I wear them in the summer. I wear them in the winter. I wear wool socks almost all the time. I've got shorter wool socks for when I'm wearing my tennis shoes or my walking shoes, which are the same. And then I've got longer socks from where I'm wearing my boots. I've got, I guess, a couple packs, or I have a couple pairs of hunting socks from Cabela's in two weights. I've got a heavyweight and a midweight, which that way I've got them in summer without overheating, and in winter with staying warm, that are great. They get me through. They cushion my feet in the right spots, and they keep my shoes from hurting me. Sometimes I have to adjust my boots during the day, but that just happens. My favorite socks are merino wool, something like that. They're 0.6 is the manufacturer. They're expensive. They are $17 to $20 a pair. I understand. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, if you buy a pair of 0.6 socks and wear them, you will feel the difference every time you put them on. Hands down, they make a difference. They make a difference. There's some other good brands that are similar manufactured. I want to say another one is Darn Good. I think One is Woolly Bully. I don't know that brand very well. I've never had a pair. 0.6 socks. Man. If I've got to dig through the sock basket to find a matching pair of them, I will. I'll wear a pair that don't match if I have to. They make my feet feel supported, comfortable to put on, and comfortable to wear all day long. That I can't say that about other socks. I've got, well, like I said a minute ago, I've got some short ones and some long ones. I wear them all the time. As I get home and I take off my boot socks and I put on short socks that are from the same company. They're ankle highs. I just like them. 0.6 socks are the best. They're worth the money to me, and I think if you tried them, you would too. I'd love to say I could sell them on my website, but the initial order is a little rough for me. It's a couple $100, and I don't have that. Your feet are important. That's what gets you around. That's what supports you. Take care of them. Clean, dry, wound-free as much as possible. Good socks and good shoes and boots to take care of them. You're going to need them. You use them every day. Thanks for watching. Let's get ready.